What we're seeing with most industry groups or large franchise groups is that they've got an awareness that exit's becoming an issue. They've got ageing owners, they've got business owners that have been around for a while and maybe made money and been quite successful. They're preparing for an exit. If that exit's not planned strategically, the risk to the group is, either as an industry group or as a franchise group, that business owner exits without staying within the group. So if they're a real estate office, they sell to a competitor. Suddenly we lose an office or we lose a business in a particular area. That's a risk for a large franchise in any particular industry. For industry groups, we also don't want the experience of business owners working in that industry, building up a business over time and then exiting, and perhaps not exiting successfully, failing, closing down, passing it on to family, and the family fails, doesn't want to take over the business, and the business ends up just walking away or closing the doors, because that loses a lot of value. And as an industry group, we don't want that outcome for our participants. Most common three topics are: how do people maximise the value of their business as they prepare to exit? What do they do about employee engagement? So we talk a lot about employee share plans and how you might use that as a retention tool. And the other topic is a model called ownership thinking, which is a similar topic, but it talks about how employees can become more involved in the performance of the business going forward. In my experience, most business owners are looking for practical tools they can use to prepare for an exit. So we've got a 21-step process that guides them through the fairly complicated process of preparing a business for exit without leaving them with a whole stack of uncertainty and mismatched expectations about what they might be able to do. I find business owners appreciate the fact that there's actually a process they can go through, and that gives them something to work towards, helping them prepare for an exit. We do a lot of things for franchise groups. We also work a lot with industry sectors, in particular construction and manufacturing, where you've got businesses that are typically older and more established, successful, been around for a while, but the owners are now starting to think about, well, what do I do with this thing that I've built and how do I get out? It's relevant, I think, for two main reasons. Firstly, we've got a whole generation of baby boomers approaching retirement, the largest number of retirees that we've had in this country ever, approaching over the next 18 years. So it's relevant for them as they start to think about how they're going to exit and retire. And secondly, it's important because with the GFC, people are now more fussy. Buyers of businesses are far more fussy than they were 5 or 6 years ago. They're looking for good assets that have been well prepared, and they can walk in and take over a business that they've got a reasonable level of certainty is going to be successful.